coming back for my motherfucking belt.
Motherfucking Mitch
the man right here. Here I go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we go from ages. No, I'm playing. I'm nowhere
damn.
Nowhere near mystical. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to our new day of the Under the Ring podcast. I am your boy, Grandpa Durag, Mitch Hennessy, coming from the BX in an unknown, undisclosed location in the BX. We ain't gonna give y'all all that. Now that's what we gonna say. All right, we ain't gonna give y'all all that. As of right now, I don't have a title, but we got like 40 pay-per-views coming up. So we got like 40 pay-per-views. Right, 40 and a half pay-per-views in 3 days. So I can win something in between this time. Coming to us from North Augusta, South Carolina. He is 1/3 of the Freebirds. Give it up for our boy, the producer, our Bam Bam Gordy, our Margo. Give it up for Greg.
It's me. It's the GREG. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's been 2 weeks since we've been doing this shit. We took a little break and then we moved today because WB and Impact decided to fuck shit around with us.
Right.
So going forward, we'll be on Sundays at 6:30 to, so we can watch everything and actually have a good idea what the fuck is happening every week. I'm keeping my belt, and if not, I'm getting a new belt because I'm coming from Matt and his bitch ass to that belt. I'm taking that title finally.
Wow.
I'm tired of tying every single fucking pay-per-view. It's done. This week, I'm taking that belt.
No, you're not. But anyway, coming to us next from the BX, our own Tito, our own Puerto Rican Bronson Reed. Give it up for our boy Jeremy. Say what's good, mate. With the Cactus Jack face.
Right.
Out here looking like Cactus Jack and Bruiser Brody. Had a yo.
It's fucking Mania week, baby.
Are we hype? It's a lot going
I
on.
would be hype if it wasn't
Except
2
for
nights for
NXT.
each damn show.
Here's the thing. And not only is it
Yeah.
2 nights, not only is it
I'm
2
a
nights for
NXT.
each show, there's other wrestling in between those 2 nights. It's like shit. There's a lot of wrestling going on this 1 week alone. Like, what the fuck? Ugh. Coming to us last but not least.
Mongo brought out the bomb.
Nah, he ain't that life. He ain't living that life yet.
I wish. Not South Kakalaki. No, sir.
Coming to us last but not least from Louisville, Kentucky. He is the Matty Bischoff, the Matty Miz, your reigning undisputed predictions champion. Give it up for our boy, the one, the only, the tribal chief, Matt. Give it up for.
What's up, good people? We're heading into. It's been a long season. It is the final week of our fantasy season. We started this in May of 2020.
It's been fucking horrible.
It has been a long 11 months.
It really has, man.
TakeOver and WrestleMania will end this season, and NWO. I don't care about the predictions title. NWO. We are only down 14 damn points to SmackDown.
Who's this?
We could be winning our first ever fantasy title. And
When we
if
do,
we win that title.
don't be in the group.
I'll say it now. If NWO wins that fantasy championship, Top Rope is getting burned to the ground with our celebration.
Pretty much. Pretty
and we
much.
will be happy to have first pick because we are keeping Charlotte. Charlotte is staying.
I see Mongo. You got your daughter on. Got your daughter on with you today.
Oh yeah.
Got your daughter on. You know, Mongo's a single mother.
Aww.
single mother.
And she's so cute.
Everybody, welcome Gabby.
Hi, Gabby.
Gabby's a pain in the ass.
Oh,
She bit Copper right in the nuts first day she was here.
She gonna bite you. You calling her a pain in the ass?
No, she can try. Bite me. I dare you. Bite me. That's what I thought.
Well, let's jump into a little bit of news so we can get into these 800 predictions that we got going on. I guess the biggest news that we can discuss.
we got King in the audience. Came for the puppies.
Right. We got the biggest news I guess we should discuss is New Japan has a new champion.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yes.
Yeah,
the leader.
That was surprising.
Of the United Empire, Will Ospreay beat Kota for the unified IWGP World Heavyweight Championship to be your new champion. It's about time.
Yeah, Kota ran his course. He did a great job at being a low-key heel with demanding them to unify the Intercontinental and IWGP heavyweight titles.
Right.
So, serves them right. They finally unified. You get a new belt. Guess what happened? That ass got beat. So that's what you did.
First fucking defense.
He got the Dakota Raquel Tag Team Championship treatment.
Right.
Here's your new belt. There it was.
He looking like Triple H after Triple H got the unified championship, the undisputed title. Lost it to Hulk Hogan
immediately.
Right after he got that single belt. You got a single belt now? Yeah, go ahead and lose that.
We appreciate that. Bring that on over here. But yeah, it's about time because Will has been amazing. You know what I mean? Will is phenomenal in the ring. He talks. He's good on the mic. You know what I mean? It's a good look for them. I do find it pretty funny that their biggest champions are non-Japanese stars.
There's been some complaints from New Japan fans that at the time of like Okada and Naito and all that shit are kind of done. Like with Ibushi, they didn't really do a lot with his run at the top. He just came in, combined the belts, and that was it.
But with Ibushi, pretty much, he's been champion before. He's been the IC champion before, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's been the IC champion before. He hasn't had the big belt. Right? No, he did, didn't he? Didn't he have the big belt before too?
Maybe. You have to go back and look.
I think he's had both belts already. He's pretty much done everything that they wanted him to do. He had his character run with Kenny Omega when they were the Golden Boys, Golden Lovers.
Damn near 40.
You know what I mean?
This is the one time.
Yeah, this is his first time with the belt. He always ran into Omega.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like
he fought AJ for it, didn't get it. Yeah, he's a 2-time IC champion, 3-time junior heavyweight champion.
But I feel like with him, he's done everything. He's done everything else. He's won the New Japan Cup. He's won the G1. He's won like mad tournaments for them. A whole bunch of shit. And he's kind of at a point now, like I said in the chat, where he has no personality. He has no personality. And you want somebody with the belt that's going to make people want to watch you.
They literally gave him that belt so they could finally just check that off for him. Like, all right, you're champion. Now go on somewhere.
Pretty much. That's all it is. I mean, but like I said, let's not take away from the fact that Ospreay fucking the belt, like you said, Matt, the belt looks good on him.
It does.
The belt looks good on him, and he has been talking shit for the longest. And ever since he turned on Okada, we knew it was coming.
Right.
We knew it was coming. It was just a matter of time. Well, looks like Gabby got copper again. But
Yeah. She tends to. Just gotta let it happen.
Yes, as much as people complained about that belt being ugly, it looks good. It looks good on Will Ospreay. It fits him. It didn't look right on Ibushi, but him standing there with the Ref Pro title and the IWGP Heavyweight title, he looks badass with both of those belts.
He really does. He really does. I guess the other big I guess the other big news that we should talk about is my boy finally got his walking papers. He finally got released from his jail. Andrade Almas has finally been released from catering.
Right.
WWE has finally given him his release, so he is and not only did he get a release, he did not get a 90-day no compete clause.
He's
they
just
told
gone.
him be free. Just go.
Did they wish him well in his future endeavors?
I did not see that.
I don't think they did.
I don't think I saw that. So, some bad blood there.
It's definitely gonna be some bad blood because remember, Andrade is the one that talked Roosh from coming in. He talked him out of it.
Also, the second part of the story is apparently the WWE medical staff fucked up
and misdiagnosed Charlotte as being pregnant.
Trying to say she was pregnant. God damn.
They're lucky I ain't popped up because NWO needs all the points we can get. Don't be out here misdiagnosing pregnancies and shit. That ain't what we about.
She went and took 6 tests. All of them came back negative.
Told that girl she was pregnant. She had to go spend her hard-earned money.
She said, his pull-out game strong.
Yes.
Probably got the implants. Probably got the
the
IUDs. Ain't nothing. The man can shoot the club up. Ain't nothing lasting in there.
It's such a fucking weird situation. Like, how do you misdiagnose a fucking pregnancy?
How do you misdiagnose pregnancy and then say she has COVID? That's two extremes. You go from pregnancy to COVID.
Wrong, back to back.
That's like you could be given life or yours could be taken away. Which way do you want to go? It's a given. Which way do you want to go? Like,
and now and then it just makes
coin, baby.
And then they fuck WrestleMania up because they're like, oh, she's pregnant. Let's take her off of all the advertisements. Oh, wait, she has COVID. Well, let's just keep her off of the advertisements. We don't know, literally, for this WrestleMania match, we literally have no idea if Charlotte could be showing up tomorrow night to fight.
She very well could. She very well could. Could end up being a triple threat at Mania. And I'll be fucking furious. I'll be fucking furious.
Medical.
Like, dude, I don't let Charlotte ruin Ripley's Mania again. 2 years in a row.
Unless they let Charlotte be the one to take the pin from Ripley.
They won't. They didn't do it last year either when in the triple threat. She Io pinned Ripley instead of Charlotte.
Oh, if Charlotte shows up in that triple threat,
she's not taking it down.
She's winning because they're gonna be like, she overcame COVID
and a pregnancy.
And she shot somebody on the way. She shot someone in Tampa on the way here.
And we let her man go.
Right. And she saved a bus full of children all the way. She did all this stuff en route of winning the Raw Women's Championship.
And so Andrade.
But Andrade has a no compete clause, and if you are a fan of his and following I said no compete. Doesn't. Right, he does not have a no compete clause. If you're a fan of his and you've been following his social media, I think he's hinting on going across seas.
He better, because there ain't no point going to AEW. They got enough people.
I think he's hinting on going across seas. If not going across seas, he's going back down to Mexico.
That man better go to one of three places. He either needs to go to New Japan, he either needs to go to ROH with Roosh, or go back to Mexico and see him. Don't go to AEW. AEW
Right.
can't even manage.
AEW won't have nothing to do.
AEW will give you a great little start. They'll make you look great debuting, and then after that, you're gonna be in a 40-man tag match. So don't go there.
The only thing
On
that
AEW.
AEW will want, right? The only thing that AEW might do is talk Zelina into joining them and joining him. That's the only thing that AEW would possibly be able to pull to make him come there.
Right.
I feel like whoever gets Zelina will get Aleister Black in the future.
Oh, that's 100%.
I'm saying it now. Aleister Black will be released as of next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Next month. He is going to be released next week.
After Mania.
After Mania.
Spring Cleaning starts the week after Mania? Okay.
He is gone.
I hope so, because this is fucking wasting the guy. I will never understand how they wasted Aleister Black and Andrade. That is the most fucking infuriating.
One calendar year.
And then on top of that, Ricochet.
And Ricochet.
And Keith Lee.
I hope Keith Lee is fine. Real talk,
dude,
though.
It's like I do too, but like I don't know. Apparently, people are. He's apparently some people aren't okay with him backstage. I don't know what's happening with that. I don't get it, man. I just. What's the point of watching NXT if every time someone we like gets called up, they get trashed? Like Bianca is the one right now that's doing well, but it still was kind of a weird start. Like she just kind of.
They have only
hung out with the Profits for a bit.
They have only focused on making the women look better when coming up from NXT. The women have the highest success rate of any of the NXT superstars.
Yeah, if you're a tag team or if you're a singles guy, it's low percentage that you're actually going to get anything done.
Yeah, Keith Lee would have been the exception, but who knows what's going on with him? COVID. Sickness.
That man right now is taking engagement pictures with his fiance, Mania, and their dog.
Stannis the Manus.
Right. Mm-hmm. Hope he gets well. Hope everything is all right with him. But
yeah, like Keith Lee. If there were two guys, I was like, these guys come out of NXT this year and next year are gonna be fine. It was Keith Lee and Karrion Kross. Now I just don't know. I don't know about Karrion Kross.
Matt Riddle was the one who benefited out of all of this.
Karrion Kross is going to be okay because Kross has a character.
Scarlett.
And he has Scarlett. He has an actual character, and he has Scarlett.
He would benefit so much from the main roster. I think he really is just always main roster ready. I want to get into this real quick. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have our boy Otis Luchasaurus Lee Justin coming in from Macon, Georgia. Say what's up real quick.
What's up, boys? Sorry, I was a little late. I was being Chef Baxley tonight.
Sorry. I forgot to mention that Justin is also 1/3 of the 6-man tag team champion.
Too sweet.
Yeah.
Tag champs. I won't have them after this week, but I'm enjoying it right now.
You might. I'm gonna have the world title, so it's fine.
Well, we know that's not gonna happen.
You see what's back. The do-rag is back.
Tito, the real world champion over here. I'm just here.
Tito's our first.
Mongo.
Tito's our first fucking Grand Slam champion.
I'm the people's champion.
Mongo, listen, the do-rag is back. Don't make me pull out the ski mask. Once the ski mask comes, you know what happened.
That's when shit gets real.
Right, you know when I start taking the belt is when it happens.
Nah, we need the ski mask
time.
Monday.
Every time you've been like, I'm taking it. That's mine.
We need ski mask Kenny for Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday,
Sunday.
God damn.
That is a
Kenny only
lot.
gets
of
1 day off.
Days.
So
That is
many.
a lot of days of wrestling.
If Kenny ain't got the ski mask on,
1
I
day,
got
Mitch.
done.
1 day.
That's all right.
So, two of the matches that people thought were going to have at Mania, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and the SmackDown Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship match, are now on SmackDown this week. They're going to be on the SmackDown Mania special.
It's WrestleMania SmackDown.
Last year, between two nights, Mania had 19 matches.
It did?
Yeah, 10 for the first night, 9 for the next. This year, it's 6 each night. So I feel,
Man, they could have made a 19 match.
you could have put those two matches on Mania, and it would have been fine. But whatever.
Were they all watched at this point last year?
You know what?
But we also didn't have TakeOver last year. That's
did
the
not-
other key.
Yeah,
I mean,
side note, that fucked up the fantasy season because remember we had to do an extended fantasy season.
But
Right.
the only NXT matches we had were for the NXT Women's Championship, which is always going to be at Mania. So it's not like they added NXT matches. So that was always the plan last year.
You know what?
Right. But
Fuck this shit. Let's get into some predictions.
But us having TakeOver and Mania this year, I'm assuming it's probably cutting back on fatigue by spreading it out over multiple nights.
I'm
Like they've
I'm
ever
a day off either
They
way.
don't give a
all these
fuck.
damn matches.
Come on, remember that year Adam Cole pulled like quadruple duty? Like
That man really had a TakeOver. He was on Raw.
That was some bullshit because that man defended the NXT title on fucking SmackDown, wrestled at like fucking
a takeover, then a Raw,
the fucking Survivor Series.
right? Like remember, come on. So
And
they
then
don't
he
give
had
a
the
shit
same
about
thing at Rumble too.
it. Right? Like they don't give a shit. They
Yeah.
don't give a shit about fatigue. They don't give a shit about fatigue. This is the same company that got mad at Bray because they had that man doing 298 house shows and he got injured.
Oh, I didn't mean fatigue for the wrestlers. I meant for us, the viewers.
Man, do you think they give a shit?
Probably not.
No.
Yeah, that's probably fair. They don't give a
That's
shit
all right.
about anybody.
I ain't gonna watch it. I'm not watching the Hall of Fame. I'm gonna watch TakeOver and I'm gonna watch SmackDown and I'm gonna watch WrestleMania.
Yeah, but aren't you angry about random people getting in the Hall of Fame?
No, I don't give a shit.
Listen,
about the Hall
hold
of
on,
Fame.
check this out. Check this out.
Nobody's
You know what?
Nobody gives a shit
I'm glad
about
that you mentioned that.
Hall of
I'm glad
Fame.
that you mentioned that, Justin. We in another group that we are a part of, people were becoming very upset about people going into the Hall of Fame. They were upset about the great Khali being inducted into the Hall of Fame. They were upset with William Shatner being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I don't know if most people have realized this. Wrestling is a soap opera with high impact action.
Right.
Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say it's fake because it's definitely not fake because I can't fake pick up Matt and throw him over my head and hope that he doesn't land on his neck. I can't fake do that.
Right.
So it's not fake that
But-
it's action. It's soap opera action because you have people who have certain scripts that they somewhat stick to but they mostly go off the head by
Right.
improvising improv a lot of times. But at the end of the day, folks, this is a drama show with a lot of action.
But also, Kenny, like in football, when we have somebody go in the Hall of Fame, we can debate it, right? You can say so and so had 4,000 or 5,000 yard seasons, and he threw for 300 touchdowns in his career, and you can say all that. In the WWE, it's scripted. Excuse me, it's scripted. So when you have scripted outcomes on these matches, can I really hold it against Great Khali for not being a 13-time world champion?
Right.
I mean, like, what do you want, like, that person to go do? Like, what did Great Khali do with his career? He expanded their reach into one. He was doing movies before he came over, so
Right.
people remember him, the guy from The Longest Yard. He came
Right.
in. He wasn't great as a wrestler, but he put on some decent feuds here and there. But
he opened up
the door
India
to
market.
India. Right. That's what I'm saying. So his impact on wrestling, I don't care that he didn't win, 35, tag team championships while he was there. That kind of stuff doesn't matter to me. Like, Roddy Piper never won a world title, right?
Right. Yeah,
but Roddy Piper, nobody's arguing whether or not Roddy Piper should be in the Hall of Fame, right?
Exactly. That's another argument I had with someone on that.
Well, I mean, it depends
the person's response was there are other people who are more deserving. Well, who's to say who's more deserving?
Wait.
Just because, like, I'll put it to you. I'll give you a perfect example. Most wrestling fans like or love Bret Hart. We all know on this podcast. We all know, especially how I feel about him.
I mean, let's be honest.
But look, it's the same Donald Trump. It's the same Hall of Fame that has Donald Trump. Listen, it's a celebrity. And even here's the thing. Here's another thing that I gotta say. Even with NFL and MLB, you mean to tell me there aren't questionable people who are in the Hall of Fame? You mean to tell me every single person who is in the Hall of Fame deserves to be in the Hall of Fame? There are teams who are in the Hall of Fame as an entire team, and there's a motherfucker who never played one game, who sat on the bench, but his name was on the fucking roster. So he's going to get into the Hall of Fame.
But then there's also
and
folks
got a ring.
Don't get in the Hall of Fame that are don't go first ballot. Like T.O. is a great example. T.O. to me is one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. What he did from San Francisco to Dallas to Philadelphia. He even had a 1,000-yard season with the Bengals.
Right.
And he didn't go first ballot? Come on. Like, so when you, one of the things that started that argument, Kenny, was that why is Great Khali going in before John Cena and The Rock?
First of all,
but John Cena and The Rock aren't retired. Like,
first of all, right? Neither one of them are technically retired. Both of them, if I'm not mistaken, have part-time or Legends contracts where they're still pretty much active.
John Cena could come back tomorrow and win a world title if he wanted to.
That's immediately. I used to have that same thinking. Like, oh, why'd they put in Stone Cold before The Rock? And then when I got older, I'm like, The Rock, it's The Rock. The Rock is like one of the biggest money grabs of all money grabs.
And why would you not want to wait to put them in the Hall of Fame when you have full capacity? You
want to wait for the perfect time to put someone like a Rock, a John Cena, anybody like that into the Hall of Fame.
That's
the motherfuckers that carried your companies.
Right. Well, but it's also like you're selling tickets to the Hall of Fame, right? Like,
right.
I don't. If I'm gonna sell tickets for John Cena going in the Hall of Fame, I want to have 100,000 people that can go attend because I can charge out the ass to get people to go see John Cena. The Rock is the same way. Hell, when The Rock and John Cena go in, you could make an argument specifically for The Rock that there are going to be major, like,
they're going to be Hollywood stars there.
Right, but there's going to be like networks that want to cover that. Like ESPN will do a live, maybe do a live look-in of The Rock getting inducted. That's how big The Rock is, not to just wrestling, but pop culture in general. And when you
there's going to be documentaries that are going to be made behind that. There are going to be documentaries about that day.
And so why would you put John Cena or The Rock in randomly in the middle of COVID with Molly Holly and the Great Khali? You just don't do that. Like, and congratulations to that's not taken away from either one of them. They deserve to be there because again, Molly Holly, she win 13 women's titles and 17 tag no, she helped revolutionize an entire division of wrestling.
RVD is going into the fucking Hall of Fame, bro.
That's some pretty high praise for RVD.
Emphasis on high.
Shut up. That's fuck up.
This is why I say that Khali could go. He kissed Beth. He's in. That's it.
Kiss Beth.
Look, if you man, when he was the Punjabi,
that was a strong ass kiss.
It
Bro,
was
he
strong
was a
ass
Punjabi playboy. That was
Look,
bro.
here is something that I think will always put you in the Hall of Fame, unless you do some fucked up shit. If you win a world title, you're gonna be in. You're not gonna be. It doesn't mean you're gonna be a headliner, but you'll get in.
Right.
You can probably just win multiple mid-card titles and get
Yeah,
it.
I'm saying
Or-
like I think one world title should secure you as a Hall of Fame.
Right.
That's
Also,
why
I don't know that you even have to win any titles to get into this Hall of Fame.
You don't have to.
If you've got a great
doesn't mean
character,
No.
if you have a great character and you've impacted the business in a certain way, I don't need you to go win a title to get in. Because again, these outcomes are predetermined. Like I can't fault them because like
Dusty Rhodes went in under Dusty Rhodes polka dots with WWE, not Dusty Rhodes NWA.
I mean,
Dusty Rhodes with championship.
Piper won
One
championship.
One.
But what I'm saying is, I think if you're looking for like, why is Khali in with one award title? There you go.
I mean, it's not like he has a bad resume either. Like he's done things
And
in WWE.
let's be realistic. Khali is a fucking. What do I always talk about? Character.
He killed Rey Mysterio.
He's a character.
Yeah,
The
but
man
dude.
is 7'5". Anybody that's that fucking big and you're wrestling, guess what? You're going in the Hall of Fame just off of your fucking size alone.
And he did a lot to cross over into pop culture. People know who Khali is. That people don't know who Cedric Alexander is. They would know Khali. They don't know Cedric Alexander.
people remember
Is
Great
there any
Khali.
doubt that Cedric Alexander's a better wrestler?
But when
You're
Khali
right.
gets
I
Kevin,
think
Khali got the
that has
Kevin
to be-
Nash needs though. That's the problem.
He does. That comes up with Kenny's point about he always talks about Edge and The Rock. Would you recognize Edge in a crowd? You will recognize a great Khali in a crowd.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't watch wrestling, you will see him and go, I
Know that
I've
big
seen him
motherfucker.
somewhere.
That's that big fucker from The Longest Yard.
You'll see it
Exactly.
and you're like, where the fuck do I know him from? He
That's the one who's
is
gonna kill Alexander.
he is
And
a star. And
then on top of that, he's 7 foot whatever. He's a polarizing
He's
looking
like
figure.
7'11" or some shit. Like
If you just his physical stature, if you're walking by, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck? I ain't never seen a 7 foot."
He falls under the Rikishi category. Rikishi didn't really have a Hall of Fame career, but the Rikishi character, all those other characters he played, they were meh. But Rikishi, everybody remembers. There's people that don't even that I'm friends with that do not watch wrestling anymore.
But they know the dude that had on the thong putting his ass in people's face.
They remember him
I
putting his
did
ass
for The
in
Rock.
people's faces.
Yeah, all that shit. Yeah, if you're memorable, and this is why. We need to get rid of this idea that like you have to be this crazy technical genius to be worthy of a Hall of Fame in wrestling. Like Justin said, it's not. It's predetermined, man. It doesn't matter. It's all about. It's all about what you exude as a character. If you're memorable, then that's what makes it happen.
I put it to you this way: the wrestlers of the wrestling community are more interested in the collegiate and amateur Hall of Fame.
Right.
They're more interested in that.
you look at Kurt Angle. He might be the greatest person to step in between the ropes in terms of a technical, like an actual wrestler. He's won a gold medal. He's in the College Hall of Fame for winning not one but 2 national titles. He's in the other Hall of Fames that Kenny's talking about as well. But Kurt Angle, while he had an accomplished career in WWE, is a Hall of Famer because of the character that he played. Like if he never won a title, but you know the "You Suck" chant, you know the milk truck, you know, like I don't remember how many titles that Kurt Angle won, but I can tell you all these. I can remember all these phenomenal times,
moments
that Kurt Angle entertained me.
The
And
tiny
that's
ass
all that
cowboy hat.
Yeah. Him and Cena's stuff, like there's just so many things that you can point to and say, that's why Kurt Angle is a Hall of Famer. And I guarantee you there's not one that I'm going to say It's because he won 5 titles, or I remember that one title match that he got.
What do you think about that?
Give it a few years, Eugene will be in the Hall of Fame.
Bro, you put Eugene and Santino in the same class.
Santino gotta go.
William Regal and Eugene will go in.
I think Santino had one of the greatest debuts of all time in WWE.
He won the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, by the way, he beat Umaga.
Santino's
with the help of Lashley.
Santino's fun.
The Cobra. That was the greatest thing ever created. That and the Power Walk.
And the only way
the Power Walk, bro.
The only way Eugene would not go in is if you think about it, they're trying to sweep all those sorts that sort of stuff under the rug because of Peacock.
Right.
They don't, because Peacock is cleaning stuff. They're cleaning stuff out.
That is a very controversial character.
So Eugene's character will probably be the reason he doesn't get in. But like if you look back and you say, in terms of just a guy that probably did not have a career at all, except for he was good at his character, that's a guy that should get in, but he probably won't get in just because of the era we're living in. 10 years ago, he could have got in easy.
Right.
I mean, when you think about it, it's a fucked up character.
It is. I said that the other night. We were watching, we did the WrestleMania watch through.
21.
Yeah, 21. He comes out, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden, Muhammad Hassan's music hits. And I put in the chat, I said, I thought this was problematic before Muhammad Hassan's music hit. Now I know it's problematic.
That's one of the most fucked up segments I have ever seen.
Man, his theme was fire. I was mad, like, man, y'all gave
Eugene's or Muhammad Hassan's?
Muhammad Hassan's theme was fire.
Honestly, like when I was watching that, I was like, damn, this dude is putting on a great promo. I don't remember him being this good. Yeah,
Hassan was good. Hassan was good. He just came in at the wrong fucking time.
They screwed him over.
I'll always be upset that Hassan didn't get to the height that he could have gotten to, because I think he could have been like the next great big heel.
Right.
I think he had it. He had it all. They
really screwed him over. He had everything.
In 2005,
Here's the thing.
11, so I don't remember all that well.
It was fucking
Muhammad Hassan
is good.
It was good. It was what Retribution is trying to be now.
Except he was
the only problem is
you were 4 years.
They used real terrorists to come down with Hassan right after they had blown up after 9/11.
It was like still like 2 or 3 years after 9/11.
It was like, and then like that happened during the day after the London bombings.
Mm-hmm.
And the UPM was like, "We're not going to have this on our network. You gotta get rid of it." And instead of like, all right, we'll just repackage him. Now he's just fired. He's just
and I'm
like it was his individual
that was loving
that happened. It's bullshit.
I was the fucked up individual that loved that sort of shit. I was the same person who loved them blowing up Mr. McMahon, and then he who shall not be named decided to kill his family right after that.
I have always wanted to know how that storyline was going to work out, because I know the idea was like Mr. Kennedy's his son, but I really would have loved to see that whole storyline go through.
Mr. Kennedy was supposed to be his son.
You know what?
It was supposed to come out that Vince faked his death.
Yep.
But it was all going to come out like, oh, well, Mr. Kennedy is his son, this, that, and the other.
I'm glad. I hate to say this. I'm glad we got a detour in that storyline. I'm not happy about the detour. I'm glad we got a detour.
I think if they had known what we know now had happened, I don't think obviously they don't do that special episode, and I think they keep that storyline running.
Probably. If they had known like 8 hours before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they had really known what happened, if they had any idea that he had done what he had done, and it wasn't like someone else do it, because I think initially everybody thought like something bad had happened to them by someone else potentially.
Oh yeah. Oh, when it happened, I was like, oh, someone killed him.
Right. Like the entire family? Like what?
Right. Yeah.
Like, does the entire family?
But so with him doing that, I think if we had known that it was type thing.
Uh-oh.
I think they run that storyline through. They do, absolutely.
It just comes down to it doesn't matter how good you are at what you do. There are certain things that are just
At the end of the day, Chris
inexcusable.
Benoit
He
killed
killed
his
a
family.
kid. That's what it comes down
Murder,
to.
yeah, murdering your whole
Right.
family is kind of a
It's
no-no.
it's what's sad is that there was a mental illness involved, which was very much a trigger in him doing it,
Mhm.
but he did it.
Yeah, I mean, like let's be honest, man. Like he was arguably outside of Sting my favorite wrestler.
Easily,
I remember, and I know a lot of people say he was boring or whatever. I remember waking up the morning that it happened, and my mom was having surgery, and I was in the hospital. We were in the hospital when I broke down into tears in the middle of this hospital because I just found out my favorite wrestler out. Because at that point, Sting wasn't really around, and I remember just breaking down in the hospital and thinking, God, who did this to him? Why would? And then you find out the details and like. Well, I always think of him as like this great, amazing wrestler. Yes, but the first thing that will always come to my mind is what he did. And that you can't wash that away. You can't, that time does not heal that wound of murder. I know that. I've been through that. I know what murder does to a family.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is that's something that just doesn't just go away. You can't say, well, but we can kind of push that away because he had this going on and this go. I don't care. It's murder. And it's his family. It's his kid. There's just too much to it for me. And this is coming from arguably one of the biggest fans of He Who Must Not Be Named.
It's and again, it is, he had a lot of concussions, he had a lot of problems like that, and they just didn't really get him the help he needed. But it's just something that will never really be able to be forgiven. I think every wrestler has been asked that question. Will Chris Benoit go in the Hall of Fame? And they've all said no. They've all said no, and some have even said the Chris that they knew would not want himself in the Hall of Fame because of what happened. I know Jericho said that. I'm pretty sure Trips talked about it once. Like I've heard a lot of people talk about it. A lot of people that were friends with him mentioned what happened and why it's probably just not. It's just good to just kind of
just keep it moving.
Just keep it moving. It sucks. It really sucks. But it's a sad. Sometimes,
but it has to happen.
Sometimes reality just sucks, and
it really sucks because some of my favorite all-time matches. Because I started watching wrestling right around WrestleMania 15, so every WrestleMania is like me celebrating how long I've been watching wrestling.
Yep. And
one of my favorite all-time matches is the double triple threat at WrestleMania 2000 with Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, and Chris Jericho. You had the Euro-Continental titles on the line. Chris Benoit won the Intercontinental title, and Chris Jericho won the European title. Chris Jericho lost the European title the next night to Eddie Guerrero because China fell in love with Eddie. She loved that Latino heat.
And then he was in another fantastic triple threat at Mania 20. Sean and Trips.
I got into wrestling around like 97, 98 because I was like 3 or 4 years old.
Right.
And my entire like memory of wrestling is like 98 to like 2010, 2011, somewhere in there. Like he was a big part of that time period. Like a tremendous part of like what shaped me as a wrestling fan were his matches, his feuds. Like he was one of the headliners for that era. And people like him and Sting and people like that, that's who shaped me as a wrestling fan. It's why I'm a wrestling fan now. And I'm appreciative of the matches that he put on because I probably, like without him, I don't know that I'd be a wrestling fan. But at the same time, again, man, you just can't excuse it. I mean, and there was a time where I tried to get in that mindset of like, well, maybe, but when we were watching 21 the other night, Greg, watching him use his head as a weapon
for the headbutts, yeah. And again, another great match. The first ever Money in the Bank was one of the greatest ladder matches. It is weird.
Of course, we know the oldest out the group. So I got into wrestling in 1984 when I was around 3 years old, like around Justin. And Jimmy Snuka was one of the most famous wrestlers when I was growing up.
Who killed people?
Damn.
I mean, he did.
That's what I was just getting ready to say.
They kicked his. Remember how fucked up they did Jimmy Snuka?
They kicked his ass out.
His ass out the Hall of Fame. Mind you, let's go. Let's take it even further. They kicked Jimmy Snuka out, but Hulk Hogan, who said he don't even like black people,
still there,
still in there.
Twice.
China should absolutely go in on her own. China absolutely deserves to go in on her own.
Definitely, China definitely should go in on her own.
Yeah, we need one night honoring China or something or whatever it was called. I'm sorry.
Listen, listen.
They're mad. Porno. And Hulk, I would rather watch that than talk to a dude that don't like me. Hulk Hogan don't like me.
Let's be realistic though. China's not getting. It's not the porn. It's not the porn. It's not the porn.
It's not.
It's the whole. It's the whole fact that China used to be Trips' squeeze.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. And Stephanie, that's petty.
Sorry, that was terrible.
It's that porn. That's what it is. Ain't nobody trying to see a WWE Hall of Fame. They're free at the same time. See, they hate it because it's China. Because China whooped actual ass. But they got a whole nother WWE Hall of Famer that did some stuff in Sonny.
That bitch farted.
Yeah, why is it okay if Sonny does it, but not China? Sonny was still doing that shit while he got inducted.
I mean, look.
Yeah. First of all, wasn't it a whole big thing at one point for the Divas to make it to Playboy cover?
Yeah, that was a whole
Christy
thing. Remember, it would always be around WrestleMania or SummerSlam when a diva would be on the cover of Playboy. But even Playboy has turned back now because Playboy doesn't do nude.
But like when Christy, we were watching Mania the other night, they were like half the match they talked about her being in Playboy. Her being a centerfold, but they didn't talk anything about like any of the wrestling in the ring, which I was thinking as I was watching it that, wow, like we've come such a long way in terms of women's wrestling. I'm so glad that Jerry the King Lawler is not anywhere near that commentary table.
I need him
during this era.
No, come on,
Kenny, because this era of women's wrestling is so phenomenal. I do not want to hear the entire match him just talking about puppies at this point. I'm fine looking at puppies, but I'm telling you the whole time.
Can you imagine what would have happened if JR was at the table when Charlotte came back from surgery and debuted her new puppies? Come on now. If you want Swingers Palace, you got to have a little JR. You got to have a little Jerry the King.
There was a point where I wanted to see the beautiful people show up in WWE just to see Jerry Lawler have a stroke. It's like
I'm pretty sure we've seen it multiple times.
The best thing I have ever seen Jerry the King Lawler do is during that fucking bikini contest when Jacqueline undid her thing and she was bouncing her ass and he was like
but at the time, like women's wrestling wasn't respected, and you could tell
it was dead at that point.
Yeah, right. They reintroduced the women's title at that point, and Sable was the champ. Sable sucked ass as women's.
The cat was the champ,
and
the cat?
She's one of Jerry's ex-wives.
Yeah, so for me, I don't need Jerry at the desk right now because I respect what they're doing now. Like
I do too, but every now and then,
come so far from that.
We have, but come on, once in a blue.
Maybe a one night.
Have we? Because Scarlett's whole thing is the whole smoke show thing, and like,
well, no,
a year ago she was giving a lap dance to Scott Steiner. So
Well, but I mean,
away from it. It's just that it's not every single woman. in wrestling.
It's
Hey,
not every
2
single
years
one.
ago, I was
like-
taking a picture of her from like 40 feet away because Karrion Kross was standing right there next to her.
Scary. But also, like, I mean, like when you're watching the match and they're not talking about,
all right,
look at her puppies. Instead, they're talking about watch this athletic move that she's about to put on. It's just different.
No, I agree. I understand
agree.
what you're saying. No, I definitely understand what you're saying. But
Outside of the ring, I do still.
Can
enjoy
you
those whole
imagine?
segments.
Could you just imagine Jerry the King Lawler fucking having one of his royal courts and Sasha and Bianca start fighting each other? They're supposed to be doing an interview. Yeah. See, that's a funny segment.
Yeah. Look, I think there are times and places.
Like I said, if you like Swingers Palace, you're gonna have to like a
there's
little bit of Jerry.
There's time, but I think watching that match in particular, when we were watching it the other night, it was like the entire match that's all that was talked about. Was Playboy? It was talked about her being, sexy. There was just nothing
during that time. There was nothing of substance.
Yeah, there was no substance to it. Christy Hemme couldn't wrestle. I love Christy Hemme. Christy Hemme is one of my favorites. She got me into women's wrestling. But yeah, I mean, like there's the line there, and I think that
you're lucky,
Swingers
yo.
Palace
You know what?
is a great, fun little thing to the side, but I don't need it like in the ring.
You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. All y'all, fuck y'all. Y'all are lucky. Y'all son of a bitches. Y'all grew up in a fucking era where y'all women's wrestlers were Christy Hemme, Sable.
We had Wendy Richter.
I had Wendy Richter and the Fabulous Moolah. Man, what the fuck is that? I had Luna Vachon. That's what I had, okay? You know what? Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. All right? I'd be lucky to catch Glow late night on a Saturday. Nigga, Glow was porn. I'm gonna tell you that straight like this. Growing up, Glow was porn.
Yeah, but you also had Bull Nakano when she was young, and Bull Nakano when she was young was pretty hot. So I think you're all right,
bro.
Listen,
like we also had Mount Fiji.
We had Stacy.
Okay.
We had Tori Wilson.
Tori.
We had Christy Hemme. We had
Trish Stratus.
Candice Michelle.
I love Candice Michelle. The Beautiful People. We had Jackie. Let's see.
Who was the girl that was with the Filthy Animals in WCW? Was it Madeja?
We have Melina and that wonderful entrance of hers.
and the denim miniskirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had Trish, Lita,
Mickey,
Victoria.
Mickey
We're just here pissing off Kenny. Let's just get to the next. Let's get to the predictions.
And fucking Moore and Mae Young.
Oh, hey,
Okay.
hey,
They were still there with us.
Hey, Mae Young was good enough for Mark Henry. She can be good enough for you.
Oh.
Do I look like a Neanderthal?
Gotta put the ski mask on, bro.
Don't put the ski mask on. We need
Put a
that
ski mask on her and you.
We need that for Monday, Wednesday,
See,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You know how they're going to get rid of the hand thing on Peacock? They're planning on getting rid of that whole segment. There was a moment in like the mid 2010s where Mark Henry's hand baby came back as a full grown adult.
That. He was like, "Hey, Dad."
Do they bring that back, or are they going to get rid of that too?
They're going to
That's
keep
gotta
it.
go. That's gotta go. That's gotta go. That's gotta go.
That's just
Gotta go.
It's just fun to remember they brought it back. Oh shit! All right, let's do predictions. God damn, that was weird.
So there's
take
what,
over.
70. So there's 78 matches, right?
Did y'all
So
bring up AEW's thing they're doing Friday?
Oh, their house show.
Yeah, they're doing the house always.
We're not
wins
counting
show.
that house show.
Oh, I know. I was just like looking at the card.
Yeah,
It's actually a pretty solid little card. But
Here's
like,
the
why are we
bullshit.
not getting this?
Here's the
house
bullshit.
show.
Because you know why? They don't house shows. They don't have to make sense. That's why. When it's on TV, it has to make sense, and they not doing a good job.
They really got Kenny Omega and Michael Nakazawa teaming up, though.
I saw that. I was like,
Against the Seidel brothers?
But like the Young Bucks versus Death Triangle is fun.
Hold on. Darby Allin versus to be determined. So there's a 12-man battle royal for the TNT title. Powerhouse Hobbs, Archer, Starks, Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, Butcher Blade, Dustin Rhodes, Austin Gunn, Colton Gunn, 10 and Colt Cabana.
I bet Darby loses his title.
Darby gonna lose that shit. Revolution.
Look, Eddie Kingston versus Cesar Bernani. You want to watch that?
Oh, Darby.
No, but honestly, I'll be honest with you. I only saw the tag team, the
Cody
Young
Rhodes
Bucks.
and Bailey's ex-fiance, Aaron Solo. Are you gonna watch that?
No, you're right. Well, I like the Pinnacle versus Jurassic Express.
All I know is, like Justin said, Darby probably gonna lose that shit. He probably gonna lose to somebody that's on Revolution, and that means we gonna get points.
The house shows count for points.
Remember,
in
the other fantasy world,
title changes count.
You didn't lose points. You didn't lose points.
You gained
points.
If
your person won at a house show, you got those points.
You're right.
I bet it's Lance Archer, though. I bet that y'all still
it's
get
probably
points.
Lance Archer. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh no.
All right, so let's get into the takeover prediction. There's 11 matches for takeover. There's 12 for Mania. If for some fucking reason they add any matches,
you know they are
shows. We can do changes up to, we'll say 6 o'clock on Wednesday for takeover.
You and know they're going to add a match for WrestleMania.
5 o'clock for Mania on Saturday. Sound good?
That sounds great because the tag team titles don't have a match yet.
Which ones?
The main roster women's tag team titles.
I don't think they're gonna be involved.
I thought they already. I thought they were announcing that we were getting Nyla and Shayna versus whatever team wins.
Yeah, it's Nyla and Shayna versus whatever
8-team match on the first night of Mania.
Oh God!
When did they announce that?
They
announced that.
It was like I saw it somewhere. It was like an 8-team tag team like Royale bullshit. The winner of that, like it's on night 1. The winner of that goes on to face Nyla and Shayna on night 2.
I thought that was a Friday thing. They're doing it for
Mania.
I'm pretty sure it's Mania. I could be wrong. I mean, I've been wrong before a lot.
There's so many matches they just ain't even bothered.
I bet we're gonna get
no matches.
Probably get 19 matches.
They went from no matches to like, let's just add about 40 matches on here with no story. Go ahead.
As of yesterday, the women's tag titles aren't involved in Mania.
Oh well, maybe they moved it around because initially, like
I saw the same thing that you saw.
Yeah, it was. I think it was on Cage side, maybe, because I'm pretty sure I saw it.
They gonna get added.
I know it was a thing because me and Boss Man talked about it the other night. We were trying to figure out who we want to pick up on Monday. And we were talking about the women's tag team titles.
Nobody.
It's really those titles are screwed.
That's supposed to be the plan, supposedly.
Those titles are so fucking screwed.
Yeah, right now it's not.
Because real talk, we're talking about dropping our tag team champion.
So if they do it, then we'll do it. But until then, fuck it. If they don't care, why should I? That's all I'm saying. So for the first match,
on Cage side. Hold on, Cage side.
It was on Cage side. Okay.
The plan for the WWE Women's Tag Titles at WrestleMania 37 is to hold a multi-team match on night 1 with the winners going on to challenge Blazer and Jax on night 2.
Oh, screw
that!
As
part of their report of the plan, said the April 10th match will have 4 or more teams. It will be set up on the Go Home edition of Raw.
And they're also going to have the Rhea Ripley Asuka versus them on Monday.
They're setting up.
So they're going to defend them twice this week. On Monday and potentially at Mania.
Until they announce it, that I'm not going to care about it.
And we're cutting Nia.
Shit. That makes it a lot harder on us. We were gonna start Shayna if y'all started dying, but all right.
We ain't doing that shit. We're cutting his ass.
All right, so takeover matches. So it's 11 for takeover. Right now it's 12 for Mania. For takeover, first match is going to be Kushida versus Pete Dunne. So we're going to go. Pop this around a little bit. All right, so we're going to go Jeremy, Justin, Kenny, me, Matt for every one of these things, so I can actually.
Why don't you switch me and Justin? Justin is a champ.
I've only been doing this for that lasting for like the main title, so that's just how I'm keeping it at this point.
Gotcha.
Also fuck Justin.
Greg.
So Jeremy, Kushida or Pete Dunne?
I'm going with the Bruiserweight.
All right, Justin.
Same.
All right, Kenny.
I am going Pete Dunne. Peter Dune.
You're Dune.
Rhea Ripley. That never gets old. I'm sorry.
I'm also going Peter Dune.
I'm going Rhea Dune.
Sassum Skin.
All right. Let's see. The 6-man gauntlet match, which is LA Knight, Isaiah Swerve Scott,
Leon
Ruff, Dexter Lumis,
to the moon.
and then Bronson Reed and who the fuck? Cameron Grimes.
One time, baby.
Grab it time.
Winner this goes on to face Johnny Gargano. So is anyone not going Dexter Lumis? All right, cool. Good to know. I mean, like, it has to be Lumis, right? It can't mean anybody else.
Well, I mean, you would think LA Knight, but like LA Knight and Bronson are feuding, and there's more to be done with that feud. So,
and I only had a thought for Grimes because I'm like, he's rich, so maybe he could pay his way into winning. But
He tried it last week and didn't work out.
Right.
And
Walter
Swerve
versus,
and Anyway,
Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa. This is gonna be a fucking belter. But anyone not going Walter? Cool.
Yes.
Put me down for Ciampa.
Here,
He said,
all right. Let's see. Here comes a tough one. It's going to be MSK versus the Grizzled Young Veterans versus Legado del Fantasma for the vacant NXT Tag Team title.
This match.
So, Veterans in it?
I hate this match.
This is a fucking tough one.
Fuck this match because it would be just our luck. Some fucking Legado del Ass win.
Wait.
Bro, if Legado del Ass wins, I will be very angry.
Yeah, so MSK, GYV, and Phantasma. I wouldn't be shocked if any of these teams won. Like, there's not really one that's like, wow, they actually pulled the trigger. It's
man, if Legado wins, that's a -6.
okay. I hope it's a -6.
It's -6 for both of us.
Right.
Jeremy, you got?
Put me down for the vets.
All right. Justin.
Vets.
Well, you better pick the vets.
Yeah, I have to.
Kenny.
Pick up the Legados.
I'm going MSK.
Honestly, I'd rather Legado win than MSK. So,
Matt, who you got?
MSK.
MSK.
Can we go with MSK?
Yeah, he did. I want MSK too. Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez. Is the main event.
Anyone not going Raquel Gonzalez?
It's time for Yo to just come to the main roster.
just to be stuck in a random tag team.
You're gonna be in a tag team with Oscar because that's what they love to do to the Asian folks.
You're right.
You're not wrong.
You Asian? Go join Oscar.
Kabuki Warriors 2.0.
Oh, son of a bitch. Ember and Shotzi versus The Way.
I don't like this match either.
I don't even care about these titles.
No, yeah.
NXT doesn't even need these belts.
Who Jeremy get?
Jeremy, who you got?
I guess I'm going Ember and Shotzi.
Okay.
Shotzi and Ember.
All right, Kenny.
The way.
I'm gonna go the way. All right, Matt.
The way. Unfortunate lay.
Jordan Devlin versus Santos Escobar in a ladder match for the Unified Cruiserweight Championship.
I wish HBK would join this match. Since he came out there and put out a ladder. He should join.
Okay, that got me hype as fuck when he came out there and did that.
He could be the NXT Cruiserweight Champion.
I mean, as long as he doesn't fight Taker again, we should be okay.
Right. The ball-headed skittle diddle.
Fuck. Jeremy.
Going with that.
Devlin. All right. Justin.
Devlin.
Kenny.
Santos.
Santos.
I'm going Esco Brinzy, baby.
And I'm changing my pick to Legato.
Oh,
shit. All right.
He
You think,
said,
you think it's a whole night for Legato, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay.
go ahead and pick them up, Mongo.
Nah, fuck it. So let's see. Everyone had Loomis for the Battle Royal. So Gargano versus Loomis. Who wins?
Loomis. I'll just put me down for Loomis.
Loomis.
I don't know where Johnny going because it ain't like he gonna go to main roster.
I'm going Gargano.
Okay, Loomis.
I'm gonna go Gargano. Let's see. Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
That's a toughie. That one's a toughie.
Fuck, I don't know.
I'm going KOR.
Give me Cole.
And Cole.
King. I'm going to King of the Tag Air Guitar.
All right.
Kyle O'Reilly. I mean, Adam Cole. We'll go Adam Cole.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go KOR. Last match of the show, the second night, Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
So we've heard that Kross has been looked at to come up this year. But would they have him lose his first match right here? He's yet to be pinned or submitted. They also tag match. He didn't get pinned or submitted. That was Balor. So he's still technically undefeated.
I'm going Finn.
Anybody else?
I'm saving mine for last.
I'm going Mr. Clean.
All right, Jeremy.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Give me shit.
We've been calling this man Mr. Clean for like a year now.
I'm not doing it.
I refuse.
On the
Give
off chance he for some reason hears this and meets us in person. I don't want to do that shit.
Bro, in the middle of our draft, I had never really watched him, and so Greg puts this GIF in there. I was like, "Why the fuck are you taking Mr. Clean?" And you were like, "Bro, that's Cross," and I was like, "Oh." All
I
right,
can around. I don't even want.
You see me and Justin put Mr. Clean, the Mr. Clean give him the Swiffer in the floor.
I'm going Cross.
We don't. Me and Justin obviously do not care if we meet Karrion Kross in person. We're
I'm
going
gonna walk up to him. What's up, Mr. Clean? I mean, hey,
It's your fucking death sentence.
Death will be quick.
It will not be quick. I've seen him whoop someone's ass for like 5 minutes. He could have beat him in the first 5 seconds.
Nah, I'll make sure he kills me immediately.
Have you seen what he did to dude? You outweigh Leon Ruff, and he tortured Ruff.
Yeah, but I'm gonna touch Scarlett's ass, and we'll be fine. He'll kill me immediately.
He'll just torture you worse.
He'll kill me immediately. We'll be fine. Mr. Clean.
Matt, who you taking?
I am taking.
Who he's taking? He needs more Finn.
Balor, because the demon is gonna show up. I think it's time for the demon. It's time for the demon. That is the one thing that can defeat Karrion Kross.
See, I think Kross wins.
The demon back.
And then the demon sends Kross to the main roster.
Yeah.
But I think Kross wins the title first.
No.
Look, man, I can wish. Let me wish. Also, change my Devlin pick to Escobar.
Yeah. Kenny got your head, didn't he?
A little bit, but not enough for me to pick Legato.
I'm taking Legato. I'll take Legato.
At this point, like that with that cruiserweight title, honestly, it's like, are they really gonna have the guy that just came from overseas continue being cruiserweight champion, or are they just gonna be like, all right, lose?
Pretty much, this is gonna be an all right lose situation, and then have him go back and try to take the UK title.
I see that.
Walter
he can be UK, right.
Yeah.
If Ciampa beats Walter, I will be shocked.
That could be the way to get it off Walter, but I really think they're having this match because Ciampa is the one person that can introduce Walter to all of us, not us, but like casual fans, lose, and he won't be impacted at all.
I think it's a way to swerve us because they're going to make you think the Factor's going to join Imperium. It's going to be Killian Dane.
Okay.
All I know is somebody gonna die.
Factor's going to try to save Ciampa from an ass whooping, and then Killian Dane's going to come down and murder them both.
Walter's winning that match, though.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
next up is Mania 37 predictions. There are 12 matches here. Starting with Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. Jeremy, who you got?
Cesaro.
All right, Justin.
Yeah, sure.
I say sure. I fucking say sure.
Right. I was like, who the hell is sure?
He's like, yeah, sure.
Give me Seth.
I repeat that Cesaro, man. Too late.
No, Seth. I don't know, dude. I don't care.
Wow.
They should be in a match.
They should be in a match. What do you mean?
No, like Cesaro. Cesaro should have won the Royal Rumble, and we should be seeing Roman versus Cesaro.
We are 3 months out from that shit. Too fucking bad.
I don't care. Fuck Edge. Fuck Edge.
Hey, congrats, Greg. I traded you a whole WrestleMania match.
I appreciate it.
Guaranteed points.
We had Cesaro Nakamura and Seth, and it was like, hey, give us Oscar.
I think you traded Oscar too.
Hey, we traded out. I don't know what it was. I just know the man got a whole damn match.
You got Finn and some other shit.
Right.
And someone said it was a bad deal. I don't
was.
fucking know why.
Still a bad deal.
You didn't get it.
Don't let Boss Man hear this.
I'm gonna get
right now.
I'm gonna pick Cesaro.
You hear me, boss man? I said what I said. Kenny, who'd you go?
I'm taking. You know who I'm taking.
Cesaro.
Exactly the Swiss Superman.
Yeah, you can leave me at Cesaro. I was just fucking around.
Not too bad.
Fuck, man. What do you want from me?
I want you to make a fucking decision.
Yeah, it's Cesaro. Shit, I don't know. I don't care. Just put me down.
Why are you here? I'm going to Cesaro too. So,
Yeah, Cesaro is good.
Gabby,
We'll go
who you
with that.
pick? Cesaro. Yeah, that's right. She picked Cesaro. Too.
Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon in a steel cage.
Fuck this match.
Oh, fucking
This is the real match where you need to be like, fuck this shit.
We're gonna have to pick up Shane just to not take him out of 6.
Go right ahead.
We'll probably drop Braun, to be honest.
Oh, damn.
God damn.
That motherfucker wore on his. That motherfucker wore on his shoes in the first half of the season.
That shows you how fucking far Braun Strowman has fell in a year. The man
was the Universal Champion.
Yeah, we may be dropping him for Shane McMahon this weekend. I don't fucking know.
For Shane?
I'm kidding.
Tito, who you picking?
Woo.
Tito.
Braun.
Braun? All right. No, don't step on the keyboard. No.
Sure. No, give me Braun. Give me Braun.
Justin, I'm about to kick you from the fucking podcast.
No, Braun's fine. Braun's fine.
Exactly.
Again, this is just another match I really don't care about. This was
Honestly, most of these matches I don't give a shit about.
What night is that match on?
First of all, right, Mongo, change the banner down below. We doing Mania now.
Night
Doing
ass.
Mania. Doing Mania.
That match on.
That's night ass. That's night ass.
This is night one. This is night one.
That's night one. Oh, I'm definitely taking a shit during that match or something. I'm getting up. I'm not watching that shit.
I'm gonna take.
Bro, night one is so ass.
It says steel cage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh damn!
Yeah, I'm going Shane. I'm going Shane.
Okay.
And you want to know why I'm going Shane?
You're right. I mean, I know he's gonna win.
I'll tell you why I'm going after y'all pick y'all people. Go ahead, Mongo. Go ahead, man.
I'm picking Shane just because
Shane.
it's a cage.
Right.
His own fuckery. It's a
Right.
Come on, now.
Ain't no goddamn rules. Shane gonna have somebody show up to help fuck up Braun.
That dude gonna get shot.
No, they're gonna big show Steve Austin this shit. He's gonna throw Shane through the cage and lose.
Nice.
Happy might show up and bite Braun. For all we know.
Give me Shane. I hate you, Greg.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Makes sense.
Give me Shane.
Yeah, go ahead and pick him up. SmackDown.
No, I'm not picking it up. I'm just gonna drop Braun.
Oh damn.
The New Day versus AJ Styles and Omos.
They ain't winning.
Sorry, it was. They got Sammy dancing to their theme.
He's that. I was like, they're definitely not winning.
So, Jeremy, who you got?
What's the match? One more time, please.
AJ
and almost.
Oh, okay.
AJ Omos is gonna win.
Anyone not
AJ
going
Omos.
AJ?
Yeah, title points, baby.
Everyone going AJ and Omos. Okay.
My man Nissan gonna get his belt. What?
Right. This is gonna make up for us last year picking up. Or what was it? 2 years ago when we picked up the dudes from Saturday Night Live, thinking they was gonna beat Braun.
I'm going New Day.
So you're going New Day?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Bad Bunny versus The Miz. Jeremy's favorite match.
Miz.
Me versus Miz. I should whoop his ass.
Did you just say you're going The Miz on this? Really?
Is it because you can't physically bring yourself to pick Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny.
Bro, if this man loses the title off of Bad Bunny,
Miz.
it is gonna be great. I'm sorry, Tito, but if
Everybody
you
else going Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny's winning this.
Booker T.
Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre.
Oh, you know what NWO was picking.
Hell, that's what SmackDown's picking too. Bobby's getting bitch.
Y'all better put that California raisin on the bench because he is so loser.
The only thing I've come up with is that they swerved us, and Cedric and Shelton are going to come out and help him.
Bobby whooped Shelton's ass. He just took.
But you know what? Hold
But I
on.
think-
I was saying this to Matt and them in the NWO chat. I said the stipulation is the Hurt Business can no longer be at ringside.
But they never said
Cedric-
Shelton and Cedric.
Shelton and Cedric are no longer Hurt Business.
Yep. But that doesn't mean they can be at ringside. But the Hurt Business can't be at ringside. And the Hurt Business doesn't exist anymore. And they're going to help Bobby win. But I'm still going to pick Drew. And if I'm right, I mean, at least we probably win the other thing. So, so yeah, I'm gonna go Drew. But I do think Kenny. I think that's a legitimate theory. I do think that could happen. It's enough fuckery and swerviness. They might do that. And which, honestly, I kind of hope they do because I think Bobby deserves a longer run. And the Hurt Business deserves a longer run.
So everyone's going Drew. All right. For apparently the main event,
I'm going
that one. What?
I'm on Bobby.
All right.
I think Jeremy's going different on every single one of these.
He's doing his best to try to win this thing. Sasha versus Bianca.
Bianca.
Yeah, I don't even know if this is it's an option.
Bianca.
Yeah, it's Bianca.
Everyone going Bianca?
Yep.
Somebody's got to retain their title on the show, right?
Yeah, Roman.
Like at some point. No, I think Edge is winning.
Roman's going to retain. This was.
Everyone's going Bianca. Is that what I'm looking at here?
Mm-hmm.
Night one, they're like, yeah, ain't nobody keeping titles on night one.
Riddle versus Sheamus. Start off night 2.
I'm going Riddle.
Same here. I'm going Riddle.
Riddle.
I don't have a choice.
Me the barefoot bandit.
He ain't gonna forget his lines, but he ain't gonna forget to put his foot up Sheamus's ass.
Fella.
Give me the fella. I have to pick him.
Going for the fella? All right.
Yeah.
Who picked up Sheamus? Who picked up Sheamus? Was it
We
y'all?
did. Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah. Sheamus can go ahead and lose.
You know what? I'm going Sheamus.
Look, they built him. They put him in the world title scene, kept him strong to get out of it, put him right into a feud with the other champion on that show. I don't see why you wouldn't let him have the. I mean, he can't keep losing.
He can.
He can. Yeah. I mean, my luck, he will. But yeah.
Is Apollo going to finally win the IC title?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it everybody? Everybody saying yes?
He better change up his whole
He is going Big E.
He went from just being African American to deep African American.
Yeah, Apollo.
All right,
If it frees Big E to go up after the world title, give me Apollo.
The Fiend versus Randy Orton in a
If you're picking Randy Orton, you're on crack.
This is they already had a fucking Inferno match or whatever the fuck they called it this time around, and now it's just a normal match. It's weird. That's kind of strange.
They do this every time with a Fiend.
Even the dog agreed.
Never.
They do. We'll get a chop your head off decapitation match, and then
God damn.
Next thing you know, we'll get just a regular full DQ rope break match. First person to make the other person go into the ropes, go into a rope break win.
They're gonna have a gun on a pole match.
Gun on a pole match.
Gun on a pole match. First person to shoot. Grab each other, shoot each other.
I do. Hold on. The rope break thing, though, I do like the ROH Pure Rules with the rope break.
Oh yeah.
Are they have like a new Pure Rules tournament coming up?
Bro, when Matt put that gif of Naomi in the pole last week, I said, they're picking up the pole. They're going to do a pole on a pole match.
Everyone was like, you picked up a lap dancer? I was like, no, it's Naomi, damn it.
What's the match? What's the next match?
Next match is Oscar versus Rhea Ripley.
Charlotte.
Rhea.
Picking Charlotte.
Give me Pete Dunne.
Oh,
So everyone's going to Rhea?
Yeah, I'll take Malfoy.
Yeah, Mouth. Wow, that's fucking disrespectful.
I'm going Charlotte.
That's not an option.
Charlotte gonna show her no ass up somewhere,
Nah.
somehow. She ain't got
Not
no.
Not an option until they add her to the match.
Fine, Rhea. Boo.
That hurt that to pick that.
I ain't picking Oscar. I know her ass ain't winning.
Final match of the show of Mania Night 2, Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan.
It's one of the rare main events that you have a Raw, SmackDown, and NWO person all in a match.
That is true.
But we know who was going to win that match.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan.
No, not the vegan.
I mean, it happened last time when he tried to force himself in a triple threat match. Why not?
Well, not this time. He got kids now. Daddy gotta lose.
Edge is winning.
It's a good
It is a great theme, but yeah, Edge is winning because me and Kenny have been saying it for 3 months, and we are going to be right. Damn it! And then we're going to come on this podcast next week, and I'm going to get an apology from every one of y'all from me and Kenny because we deserve it.
I mean, it's playing out just like WrestleMania 30. The guy comes back, wins the Rumble, turns heel, attacks Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan wins.
Edge is winning.
Okay, if you say so. They're gonna end the first Mania with fans back, with not giving Daniel Bryan what he wants. Are you sure about that? Really sure?
Give me Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, Edge is winning.
Okay.
Because me and Kenny are going to be right. I refuse. Me and Kenny caused such a problem for like 3 weeks.
Kenny, you're gonna go Edge?
You're asking me if I'm gonna go Edge? You're really asking me if I'm gonna go Edge?
Yeah, you can go Edge.
You really want to ask me if I'm gonna go Edge?
Yeah, you're gonna go Edge.
He's going Roman.
Going DB. Going Roman.
For points wise, I'm going Roman.
Okay.
But what I know is gonna happen is Edge. But because I want to win this belt, I'm picking Roman just because I want to win. Because I want to with. You know what? No, give me just fucking Edge. Just give me Edge. Plain and simple. Just give me fucking Edge.
Let's go, Kenny.
I'm going Daniel Bryan.
I'm going.
The guy with the biggest pets. Reigns, the guy who has lots of sex. Roman Reigns, the guy with the wettest hair. Roman Reigns, just doesn't care. Roman Reigns, the guy with a lot of class. Roman Reigns,
Tina still thinks this is better than anything Bad Bunny put out.
Roman Reigns.
Yes.
Roman Reigns.
All right. When DB sold that belt at the end of the night with all those cheering fans,
You'll get shot.
we get shot.
It's gonna be Edge.
Yes.
It's gonna be Edge.
If you say so, we'll see.
It's gonna be Edge.
Me and Kenny been saying it.
I mean, if it's DB, we will take it. NWO will take that because Raw is so far down. Go ahead and win, DB.
So let me get above 300. That's all I care about. I got a long way to go to do that, but let me do it.
You sound like us.
You'll get to 300.
You're going to get 300.
You sound like us last year.
85 points.
Let's see. So yeah, that's it for the predictions so far. Unless I add anything crazy, that's it for NXT and Mania.
Yeah.
So
Raw's going to get 300 because y'all going to definitely get 300.
this week we've got Raw, then Impact moves to Thursdays this week, which was a bad idea. They probably should have waited a week. NXT Night 1 is on Wednesday with AEW, and then NXT Night 2 and Impact on the same night. Again, they
NXT Night 2 is exclusively on crap.
We got Hardcore Justice this weekend too.
we do have hardcore. Fuck.
What?
Should we
What?
do
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
fuck. All right, fine. We'll do hardcore justice.
I will read off Hardcore Justice.
oh boy. Go ahead, Matt. If you got it up, read it off already.
Good Lord. Hardcore Justice.
I forgot about that. That's the 25.5 pay-per-view
Oh,
for this week.
shit.
They are literally trying to kill us.
Yeah, they are.
They are really trying to kill us for this week. They do not care about us.
Do we even have a card yet for this?
So
this?
Saturday
got it.
lose and gain it back.
Let's see.
You can lose a belt every day. You can lose and gain a belt every day this week.
Only two matches from Hardcore Justice. Oh, I see Deonna Purrazzo versus Jazz.
And I see the women's weapons match.
Right.
Okay, so let's wait until
Wednesday.
no, we have to wait until Friday, because Thursday's when Impact shit starts this week.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So we'll do predictions for that on Friday.
Right.
And we'll add
Give our
those.
prediction.
God damn it. Ugh. Okay. So by the time we do Impact predictions, we're gonna have probably a new champion.
And that champ's gonna lose it at Hardcore
Just
Justice
to lose it.
and then win it at Mania.
Might win at Mania. Same fucking day as Hardcore Justice.
Greg, you know what this is looking like? This is
So let me ask the question. Can each night that there's a pay-per-view be a new champion, or are we going to do just the whole
I would say
pay-per-view and together?
I would say every pay-per-view.
This is this is the suggestion I want to do. Let's beat the titles and then see how it goes through the week.
What?
That's what?
Let's vacate the titles.
No.
Nah.
Nah.
Wait,
Nah.
so hold up. So you're saying vacate the title so that there's no champion's advantage heading into the first night of TakeOver?
Nah.
Yeah.
No, that would help all of.
Anyway, so no, we're not doing that. It's not happening.
New guys. Always the new guys.
I was trying to
Always the new guys.
trying to stir shit up. God damn it.
Always the new guys.
That's how we do shit around here, boys.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I was just saying this. It helps. It helps.
Here we go.
all I know is
Thank you,
right
Greg.
now, you know what this is looking like? This is looking like a championship scramble, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
One of
It
the
is.
It's looking like where we had for a moment in time.
Can't
D.
wait for
Brian
Greg.
Kendrick as WWE.
So,
I can't wait for Greg to tie Tito on the first night and then bitch about him having the champion's advantage.
Which one of us? Why would Tito have the championship advantage?
For night two.
Because if you tie,
But
he's saying if we vacate it, right?
right,
He doesn't. It hurts him more than anybody because he doesn't have the advantage of if we tie coming out of TakeOver. He doesn't retain.
Tito's not a champion.
He's the champion right now.
No, isn't it Matt?
No, it's him.
Whoa.
Okay, well, could be. Anyway,
Well,
That's what I was saying. God, fucking.
That's why
damn
I
it,
changed
Greg.
it to Matty Bishop because I'm not champion.
damn, I
Literally
did
Tito L champion.
Leon.
Man, I don't look at Tito as shit. He always renames himself every week. I ignore it.
Kenny was Bubba Shrimp Gumbo last
It's like
week.
Kenny changes his shit every week. So I was like, that's Kenny, that's Jeremy, that's Matt.
See, I'm
He
Matty
was like
Bishop.
long daddy
Ladies and
Shrimp.
gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I apologize for not giving Tito the proper introduction. The predictions champion.
He's the prediction
Ow.
champion.
I
and
did
I'm
give the
part of
wrong
the tag
introduction.
champions.
That's right. That's what's going on. There's too much going on with tag team championships. That's the problem.
It's like 4 people tied as tag champions.
That's because you let Mike come up with shit while he was high on his ass. So
Hey, listen, it works.
It doesn't work.
It
We
works.
still ended up with 3 champs.
With 3 champions.
That's because y'all said 3 champs. I just said none. I just kept it at vacate because the original rule and what he said and what he had in the rules said that the title vacates if there's a 3-way split.
Except for Greg was a champ, and that's what screwed it up. It's because Greg was already a champ.
I was still ahead. It was the person I was champs with that tied with Mike.
Because I tied with Mondo,
Yeah.
Justin, and Mike. I didn't win the main
Check
title.
this out. Either way, no, we ain't vacating. No titles.
That's fine. I'll stay champ.
All right. Anyway, there's a lot of shit going on this week. I don't fucking know how we're gonna keep up with it. But we'll do our best. If you got any predictions for the show, put them down in the comments, or you can put it on our
All right.
Facebook page.
Hold on. This is what we're gonna have to do. Since it's like 80 fucking shows in 20, it's like 80 shows, right? Each one of us is gonna have to take a
2
day.
hours.
Each one of us is gonna have to take a day for tally.
I'll pick night 2.
Well, I'm working night 2 and night 1 and night 2. So I got
Night 1, I'm working, but night 2 of TakeOver, I'm off. I could do night 2, and I could do.
I'll do
hard.
either Hardcore Justice or one of them. Hardcore Justice, one of the Manias.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't do neither one of the takeovers.
I can probably do a takeover.
I can't do the results. I don't have time to keep up with it.
Do a takeover. I gotta keep the score for all the main roster shit anyway, so I'm gonna be keeping score regardless.
Well,
We'll figure it out.
yeah, we'll figure it out.
But don't forget.
I mean, as long as you guys put it in the chat, I'll write it down.
All right. Well, shit. On that note, thanks for joining us for the first edition of the now always on Sunday Under the Ring podcast. We're not gonna have one next week because next week's fucking Mania, and the show's gonna be happening during fucking Mania.
Right.
So, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes.
I might do a little streaming coming up, promoting a new podcast I'm working on.
And of course, you can always catch him at twitter.com/GregBush/SK. Don't forget to always catch us at twitch.tv/UnderTheRingPod, and of course on Facebook.com/UnderTheRing. Don't forget to catch our boy who wasn't here today on the mic at his On the Mic Productions. You can catch him on Facebook. You can catch him also on YouTube. Every week he has a different topic.
Mike Jones.
As far as the weekly stream for Impact or AEW, we will keep you guys updated as to what we are going to do with regards to that. We might still do it, and we probably will, since one of the shows is now going to be on a day that we were having our normal podcast. So we might still do the weekly streams for you guys. So don't worry about that. We'll let you know during the week. Thank you for joining us. The Grandpa Durag is coming to take his belt because I'm tired of
The
it.
ski mask ready.
All that matters, besides that, all that matters is NWO is about to win this fantasy.
All right.
Listen, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. When the NWO wins this motherfucking title this year, y'all are gonna be some pissed off motherfuckers.
Y'all gonna be mad.
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad.
Why am I gonna be mad, dog? I'm with y'all. Why would I be mad? I've strategically hedged my bets. I'm on the top 2 teams.
People
I
are
run
gonna
SmackDown
be
and
mad.
I run SmackDown and I claim NWO, so I can't lose.
We are saying it now, Greg. If we win, me and Kenny and Mike, we are going to go live. We will set up a stream. We will stream.
I don't get to go live with y'all. Damn.
Join in, just Zilla. Rodzilla, Justzilla, you gonna join it. If we win this title, we are going to go live.
I'm claiming
ride
this
the
title
music.
winning
It is
WF.
going to
It's
be
gonna
a
be something
celebration.
terrible.
What happens when you boys trip at the end of the fucking race at the last second and SmackDown just wins again?
Nah, that's not happening this time around, boy.
We have think about it, Greg.
Greg, you want Braun?
Think about this.
No, I don't. I don't. I don't
We
want
have Walter.
I'll give you Braun, Keith Lee.
I'm good.
Yo,
Killed
Cool. I'm all right.
Keith Lee. We
I'll
have
give you-
killed Braun.
I'll give you Braun, Keith Lee, Yo, whoever you want. We'll give you.
We have think about this. We have Walter defending a world title. We have Finn defending a world title. We have Roman defending a world title, and we have Drew about to win a world title.
Yeah.
Then we have Apollo about to win the IC championship.
Yep.
And we got DB about to win the belt. At
And
the
y'all got
we have
Bianca.
Omos about to win a tag title,
And you got Bianca.
and we got Bianca.
So you're thinking that every person you have is going to win the titles at Mania and TakeOver?
Yeah.
It's Walter. Only
It's
person
Walter, yes.
If
only
Karrion
person
Cross,
is God.
Edge, Rhea Ripley, if they all win, I think it's gonna be close.
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
real
super close.
It's gonna be
And Drew is gonna
insanely
be,
close.
those world title matches are what's going to help us.
Oh yeah.
We'll
I mean,
see.
if Edge wins, that might be the deciding thing.
It's not going to be Edge. It's going to be Daniel Bryan.
It's
Fuck
going
Daniel
to
Bryan,
be
dog.
the head of the table.
I'm picking Edge because me and Kenny are gonna be right. Damn it,
Y'all can pick Edge all you want to. I'm just telling you what's going to happen.
me and Kenny are gonna be right, and then Greg is gonna apologize because that's what he told us months ago when he kicked us
SmackDown
off the
has,
podcast.
SmackDown has the Fiend. They got the Fiend, and
What an absolute asshole!
that's it.
Can't
I
wait
mean,
till-
before it was supposed to be a one-on-one match, and now that it's triple threat, I don't got to apologize for shit.
bullshit. We told you Edge was winning, and we.
it was a singles match back then. Back then, that was different issues, but now it's triple threat. So fuck it. Who cares?
And then on top of that, Friday introduces even more fuckery because we got this fatal four-way happening. Who knows who's about to win that?
Yep.
Then you got Raw. Y'all are guaranteed to win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal because y'all got most of those damn people. You got Nakamura, you got Cedric, you got Sheldon.
They'll still lose. It's been a disappointing year for Raw. But anyway,
Brock Lesnar's
thanks
gonna
for tuning in, folks. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Maybe sooner, depending on what the fuck happens next week.
win. Yeah.
Until then, for the rest of the boys, it's been Mongo. He goes to the Unlearning Podcast. We'll see you next time.